Welcome to my channel where we discuss current events, news, gaming, and various random topics. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, liking, or leaving a comment. Additionally, I'm actively seeking feedback, so whether you enjoy or dislike my content, I'd love to hear from you. Today we're focusing on Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's attempt to hold a press conference amidst ongoing heckling from protesters off camera. Unlike other protests, this heckling persisted the entire coverage. It's impressive to see Justin continue despite the disruptions. Although his speech is difficult to hear, I managed to catch a statement that can be fact-checked instantly. We'll cover both aspects in today's video.
Benefits our citizens, our communities, benefits our economy. These are the levels that we have stabilized and grown steadily over the past years, because that's what Canada needs to continue to have a strong economy and strong communities. However, over the past few years, we've seen a massive spike in temporary immigration, whether it's temporary foreign workers or whether it's international students in particular that have grown at a rate far beyond what Canada has been able to absorb. To give an example, in 2017, 2% of Canada's population was made up of temporary immigrants. Now, we're at 7.5% of our population comprised of temporary immigrants. That's something that we need to get back under control, both for the benefits of those people, but as international students, we're seeing increasingly vulnerable to mental health challenges, to not being able to thrive and get the education they want, but also increasingly more and more businesses relying on temporary foreign workers in a way that's driving down wages in some sectors. So we want to get those numbers down. It's a responsible approach to immigration that continues on our permanent residents as we have, but holds the line a little more on the temporary immigration that has caused so much pressure in our communities.
Wow, 2024 seems to be a tough year for Justin. He's probably regretting holding his press conference. In the next clip, pay close attention. This part of the video contains information we'll fact-check on the spot.
Higher taxes on the wealthy to pay for this spending.
Core to this Liberal government approach has always been fiscal responsibility. We have the lowest debt to GDP ratio in the G7. We're the third largest economy in the world with a AAA credit rating from the international bond rating agencies. Our fiscal plan is stable and responsible, and we will continue to put fiscal responsibility as we invest in Canadians, in their communities, and in jobs at the center of our upcoming budget.
So Justin claims that Canada has the third largest economy in the world. This is a variation of a talking point he frequently uses in the House of Commons. It's something that caught my attention, so let's take a closer look at that. So what we're doing here today is we are pulling open a few different sources to fact-check where we stand in the size of world economies. So first up, we have Investopedia. As we can see, Canada is not in the top 3. In fact, we are down to number 9. But, we're not just going to sit right there. We're going to go ahead and look at multiple sources. Next up on the docket, we have U.S. News. Again, we're having pretty consistent information here. Again, Canada is in 9th place. Actually, sorry, that's in 2022. In 2023, Canada is in 10th place. But let's go ahead and look at a third option. We have Statista. As you can see here, this chart doesn't show, specific numbers like the last two did, but, please feel free to, look at those, reviewed them a little bit closer. The numbers were pretty close. And as you can see, Canada is, again, in 10th place in 2023. But I did pull open a fourth option here today. This one is from the World Economic Forum, which I would think would be a bit more favorable towards Justin and the Liberal Party. So, let's go ahead and play a bit of this video. And unfortunately, it's not just a chart, but we're going to count down from 10, the 10 largest economies, and see how quickly we have to stop. Right, so we're not 10 or 9. 8th place. So even according to the World Economic Forum, Canada is in 8th place. That's the best rating we've got out of 4 different websites that we've checked. But again, none are even close to the 3rd place position which Justin's claiming. You know what, I do understand that politicians often manipulate data or selectively present information to portray themselves favorably. Justin is likely referring to Canada ranking 3rd in a specific economic category, but not overall. However, Justin didn't clarify his point. He simply stated that Canada is the world's 3rd largest economy, which is at best misleading. This highlights a significant gap between how Justin perceives the country and the challenges faced by everyday Canadians. Now let's fast forward to the last section of the conference, where Justin faces more heckling from the protesters.
We will be releasing a full budget in a few weeks. Right now, we're talking about some of the elements in that budget, including today's announcement on significant investments in housing supply to make sure that we're both building the infrastructure but also changing the way housing is built across this country. Over the past number of months, 179 different agreements have been signed across the country, not just for different projects here or there like the ones we're in, but to change the way housing is built in municipalities and regions across this country, to make it easier and stronger and faster to build on underused land, to use more federal lands, to concentrate zoning and densification. There's a significant change in the way housing is built across the country, and we're going to continue doing that with this announcement today.
Thanks for watching until the end, everyone. That wraps up today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, or leave a comment. Your feedback plays a crucial role in shaping the topics and subjects I'll cover in the future. Take care, and we'll see you next time.